Organization setup in Zoho People. The very first step towards setting up your Zoho People account is defining the organization setup. And this involves three different steps. The first one is setting up the organization details, and then comes organization policy, and finally the organization structure. So we are going to discuss about the first two steps, that is defining your organization details and organization policy. Let's get into it. Navigate to settings, and under settings, click on the option manage accounts. And from manage accounts, go to the tab organization setup. So the first thing that we see here is organization details. So under organization details, you're going to define the basic information about your organization, which includes updating your company logo, providing your organization name, website, the type of your organization, and the contact information. So once your organization details are done, we'll move on to the next step, that is defining your organization policy. Organization policy is further bifurcated into multiple sections. Let's start with the first one, which is alert and chat. So under alert and chat, we have the very first option, that is notifications. So by disabling this notification option, you're basically stopping all the email communications from Zoho People, except for two different emails, that is the candidate invite email. So when you're inviting a candidate to complete the pre-onboarding, that email will get triggered irrespective of the fact whether you're enabling or disabling this notification. And the next email notification is when you're adding a new user into the system using the invite user option, the email notification will still be triggered to the employee even though the email notifications are disabled here. Except for these two emails, all the emails will stop when this option is disabled. The next option is chat. So when chat option is enabled, your employees will be able to communicate among themselves using the chat option available in the bottom left corner of your screen. So if you wish to disable it, you can disable this option. And the last option under alert and chat will be bot. So Zoho People has a bot which is called Zia. So this Zia bot can help employees in terms of applying leave, marking their attendance, and other functionalities in the system. So to use this bot option, you'll have to first enable it and then click on the bot option available at the bottom right corner of the screen. So all this comes under alerts and chat. And then we have the next topic, that is employee personal information. So there you have first two options, birthday and work anniversary. So by enabling the birthday and work anniversary options available here, you are enabling permission to your employees to hide their birthday and work anniversary. So let's take this example. I have enabled the option birthday and I'm disabling the work anniversary option. Now let's see how an employee can go and hide their birthday. In order to do that, an employee has to navigate to the home, and from here, click on more options available in the top right corner of the screen. Then click on personal preferences. So under personal preferences, permissions, there you have an option to hide my birthday and hide my mobile number. There is no option for this employee to hide the work anniversary because the option to hide work anniversary was not enabled by the admin. So when the option hide my birthday is enabled, the employee will not be listed in the birthday widget in the homepage dashboard. In the same way, if an employee is hiding the work anniversary, they will not be listed in the work anniversary widget. And then we have this option hide mobile number. So usually when you search an employee in Zoho People, you will be able to find the employee's basic information along with the mobile number. When an employee enables the option hide mobile number, you will not find the employee's mobile number when you search them in the system. So now let's go back to the company policy. And then we have an option related to employee search. So when you want to search an employee, you can use their first name, last name, email address, or the employee ID. However, if you wish to search an employee using their mobile number, you can enable this option where allow employee information to be searched using mobile number. And then we have preferences related to profile picture update. So you will be able to update the profile picture for each and every individual user in your organization. So admin has this permission by default. In addition to admin, you can also give permission to an employee to update their own profile picture. By enabling this option, profile picture can be updated by. So here you can select whether you want the employee to update the profile picture or is it only the administrator who will be doing this activity. And then we have settings related to location and display format. So here you have an option to choose the country and the time zone. The country represents the base location of your organization. So your organization might be operating under multiple geographical locations. However, the base location of your organization has to be updated here along with the time zone. And once this is done, you have an option to select the time format, whether it's going to be the 12 hours format or the 24 hours format. So selecting a time format will have an impact in the attendance module. So whenever an employee check-in and check-out for a particular day, you will be able to see the timings. So based on the time format that you select here, all the time information will be displayed in the system. And then we have the name format. So you do have different options to select from. For example, you can only select last name or even only the first name. So if only first name is selected here, an employee will be represented only by the first name in the system. And at last, we have the date format. So you do have an option to choose from predefined list of date formats. When you select a particular date format here, all the dates that you see in the system will follow the same pattern. Even in case if you're going to import some information into the system, it should follow the same date format that you mentioned. So these are all the few organization preferences that you define for your entire organization.